Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. This is Lisa, and I'll just show you a little bit of what we have going on, give you a garden tour, and also talk about a collaboration we're going to be hosting. It's informal, it's an open collab, and I'll give you all the details at the end. But come on along and come see what's going on. As you can see, we are bone dry here, scary dry, and we've been feeding hay for about a month. So let's check out the front garden first. Here's the front garden, and we had some vine cucumbers, seeds that were left over, and some bush cucumbers. The ones that got obliterated by the hail haven't come back, and they won't. And we've been getting some cucumbers. The straw flowers, sadly, are not doing anything this year, which is kind of weird, but the chamomile has been doing good. The onions, I'm not so sure what's going on, if it's rot or whatever, and I'm just letting them go at this point. They are getting close to maturity. So we did pull out very many of them that were not doing well, and we're going to take it from there. This is the new raised bed. I pulled out the kale because it was covered in flea beetles. We couldn't get rid of them, and I decided we are done with kale anyway. Now, I did about 3 or 4 sowings of green beans, bush beans, and they didn't do well at all. Then when it got hot, they seemed to be doing much better. I'm probably done with bush beans this year because they don't seem to like it unless it's really hot. But we've got plenty of flowers. Hopefully we'll get at least a dinner or 2 out of these. But I packed them in full, and it hasn't done what I wanted it to do, unfortunately. These were last minute Brussels sprout seedling plants. There's 4 of them. I just threw them in here because I had nowhere else to put them. And then we have tons of dill. I have enough dill for the rest of my life. And then this is our asparagus bed. And our raspberry bushes, as you can see, are developing raspberries. Some of them are starting to redden and get ripe, which is really cool. So fingers crossed, this may be the year for raspberries. Let's go check out the back gardens. There's the new rhubarb that I grew from seed. Horseradish desperately needs to be watered. We've been watering daily, so much water. And here's the garlic bed. Again, I'm going to be probably pulling it all out soon because it's looking like it is ready. And we'll see what we get. Here's the main garden off the side of the house. We've got Swiss chard. We keep dealing with leaf miners. I think I'm just going to pull them up at this point. Potatoes are starting to die off. I don't suspect a good harvest back here. And then all of these are zucchini and yellow squash. And in the back, we've got cauliflower and cabbage and maybe some broccoli. We tried a bit of planting here and also in the back garden. So let's go check out the overflow garden. But before we do, we have our second tank for catchment water. And it needs to rain if you want to catch water. Thankfully, the other day we did get a little bit of rain, but we're back to being so dry. Here we have carrots. Most of them were planted end of April, actually. I thought it was May, but it was end of April. Still tiny, tiny, tiny. So while I was filming, we had an escaped piglet. Now he found his way back in. Here we are in the overflow garden, which is the new one this year after all the hail. And let me show you what we have going on underneath the cloth. Man, it's hot. So we have broccoli we've been harvesting. We have cabbage and some cauliflower down there. And over here, we have some Brussels sprouts, some more cabbage, and plenty of broccoli. That's one of the crowns, the main crowns that didn't get destroyed by the hail, thankfully. Here is our original greenhouse, which mainly has the determinate tomatoes like Roma's, San Marzano, and such. And then over here we have a bunch of different varieties doing really well, as you can see, more indeterminate. And then over here, we have more indeterminates. Those are Brandywine, I believe, and it is loaded down with tomatoes. And I just can't believe how many we've picked already, but they're looking really well. So overall, everything is recovering from the hail. We've had a lot more pests this year that we don't normally deal with. We have had challenges with the weather being extremely dry. Wildfires have started around here, sadly, but thankfully they've been able to put them out pretty quickly because of the huge response that we have in this area, which is good. Watering every day. We have watered every single day with the exception of 3 times since June. Well, since the end of May with the greenhouses. And it's just, the amount of water we're going through is incredible. So I'm trying to track all that I can. The other thing is the collaboration. So if you've been waiting to hear about the collaboration, I want to do a collaboration. It'll be open, so anyone can join. I do have several channels already involved in it and already wanting to be a part of it. And what it is our goal this year is to reduce, if not eliminate, all purchases of frozen vegetables. We prefer frozen vegetables. We like the texture. We like the fresh taste. But hold tight for a minute, because it's not all about frozen. So what we're doing is we are taking all of our garden harvests, as well as purchases from local farms and our local bulk order, which purchases from local farms for what they call canning cases, if you will. And what we're going to do is we're going to preserve all we can. And some of it will be frozen, like zucchini and yellow squash. We just put up 30 pounds of carrots, and we got 26 bags for the freezer that were blanched and frozen. But it could be any type of food preservation that you have, so that way you're putting up fresh and local produce. If you're not a video creator and you can't post the video, feel free to email me if you want to join in on this. And we'll do like an accountability thing. I just think it's a really great idea to take advantage of the bounty of the summer and put things away to have all year long. And so we'll be sharing videos on that, and other people will be sharing what they're doing. So it can be freeze drying, it can be canning, it can be dehydrating, it can be all forms of preservation for fresh produce. And I'm still debating on a hashtag, but I will put that down in the description box below, or put it on the video here. And so please do join us. So just give me an email if you're interested, and I'll make sure you're involved on the initial email. If you don't email me, you can still do a video. Just please let me know when you post a video so I can add you to the playlist. But it's just an informal way to encourage everybody to be prepared, have quality food in the freezer. And the biggest thing is, I don't know about you, but have you opened up any frozen vegetables or canned vegetables lately, and you're like, I can't believe this brown piece of junk made it in there. So that's my goal, is to avoid that and have quality, nutritious food for my family. So please do join us. And thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.